You're lusting after LL Cool J. You're lusting after Diddy. You're lusting after Jay-Z. You're lusting after Dwayne. I now want to be a woman since it looks cute on my son. I mean daughter. You got Wills, all these. This is a power bottom. He's sucking just like you are. And they high on that Tusi, and they having unprotected sex. This is sucking all night. Then he come home and he kiss you with that mouth.
Jaguar Wright is not planning on taking her foot off the industry's neck anytime soon because she just dropped a major bombshell about Gabrielle Union turning her husband Dwayne Wade into a DL man. There have been rumors for a long time that Dwayne is not straight and that he might be swinging for the other side, but no one really had any proof of it until now. Jaguar accused Gabrielle of convincing Dwayne to allow their trans daughter, Zaya, to transition into a woman. She said Gabrielle was the one who introduced Dwayne into these industry freak-offs and that she's been pushing him into a lot of things to intentionally emasculate him. It's unclear where exactly Jaguar got all this tea from, but baby, she's spilling it all and she's not holding back. Now, as I said before, this isn't the first time that Dwayne has been caught up in all this freak-off BS. He and Gabrielle were first exposed for organizing freak-off parties back in 2009 when they got put on blast by Dwayne's business partner, Richard Von Houtman. He accused Dwayne of throwing parties in his basement and inviting escorts so he and his teammates could freak off with him. They'd have these rappers in there 2 or 3 times a week. There were always dozens of people there. Rappers, Dwayne and his entourage, women and men they'd pick up in the clubs. Richard said he knew that some freaky stuff had happened in that apartment because whenever he would come back, he would see used condoms on the floor of the bedrooms, obvious signs of intimate activities on all the beds, empty champagne bottles and hard liquor bottles, nearly finished blunts and half-eaten food rotting on tables and furniture. But Richard didn't just expose Dwayne and his friends for having these overnight freak-offs. He also exposed Gabrielle for being a regular participant in them. He said, at times, Dwayne would come with gal pal and C-list dwelling actress Gabrielle Union. They both made it clear to me how their goal in life is to have with as many women and men as possible. What's even crazier about this is that at the time that Dwayne and Gabrielle were sneaking around to have these freak-offs in Richard's apartment, Dwayne was still married to his now ex-wife Siobhan. He and Siobhan were finalizing their divorce at that time, and according to court documents, she accused Dwayne of infecting her with an undisclosed STD and abandoning her and her 2 sons so that he and Gabrielle could go out and party. When she was asked about Dwayne, she said, the man isn't what people worldwide think he is. The DL allegations only got worse for him after he revealed that he used to play dress up with his mom and sister's clothes when they weren't around. Apparently, he felt most comfortable wearing women's clothes.
Growing up in the inner city of Chicago, in the hood, you're told that boys do this. Boys play football, boys play basketball, boys play baseball, boys date girls, whatever the case may be. You're told this is what you do, right? So I'm no different. I'm raised that way. I'm in the locker room. I say all the things that everyone is saying. I'm not sitting up here like I have never done or said anything, right, when it comes against the opposite, because I was ignorant. I didn't understand.
Right.
So when it hit my doorstep at 3 years old, like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, you know, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things.
But this isn't the end of it, because people questioned his sexuality again when he allowed his then 12-year-old daughter Zaya to transition. A lot of people felt like she was too young to be making these kind of decisions, and they felt like Dwayne only allowed her to do this because he also wants to be a woman. You see, before Zaya changed her gender and became a young lady, she used to just identify as gay. However, after being gay for a while, she felt like being a woman was what she really wanted, and within the first few weeks of making this known to Dwayne and Gabrielle, they filed a petition to have her name legally changed. Zaya's biological mom, Savon, was not here for this because she felt like Zaya was way too young to make such drastic decisions. She also didn't understand why Dwayne and Gabrielle were pushing her to do it. Savon even filed a motion for the court to deny Dwayne's request to change Zaya's name, but the motion was thrown out. While all this was going down, Gabrielle was also busy fighting the people on the internet who were calling her and Dwayne out. One of the people she ended up getting into it with was Boosie.
I gotta say something about this bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But his be gone. How you gonna...
Gabrielle was not here for the things Lil Boosie had to say about her family, and she accused him of being DL.
He's so preoccupied.
Yeah, he is. Very much
Almost
so.
like thou doth protest too much, little Booze.
I'm gonna look.
You got a lot of in your mind.
I mean, it's
Throw
like
that out there.
It's like Zaya and Lil Nas X live in his head.
For free, rent free.
Like what?
It's like, sir, something you want to just go ahead and tell us. This is a safe space.
Boosie was not here for that, and he clapped back at her by accusing Dwayne of being on the DL and messing with other men behind her back. He said, LOL, the world know I love women, and the world know your husband love wood. Hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple. They don't. I have refused to talk about y'all in interviews, and here you go. Go bang him with a dildo and wait on a script, you little white girl. But this was just the beginning, because not too long after this, Jaguar Wright stepped into the chat and she didn't hold nothing back. She first spoke on Gabrielle and Dwayne's weird relationship a little over a year ago when she called them out for hosting secret freak-off parties in their house.
All of this was going on, like all of these be doing all of this wild They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they're getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and boys back there all naked in the Wade house.
But Jaguar was not done with them because she recently appeared on an explosive interview with Real Life Productions. And this time, she went even deeper about the things that go on in Gabrielle and Dwayne's marriage. She accused Gabrielle of turning Dwayne into a certified freak-off kingpin, and also said the reason why Dwayne even allowed Zaya to transition was because he wants to be a woman and is living out those fantasies through Zaya.
You're lusting after LL Cool J. You're lusting after Diddy. You're lusting after Jay-Z. You're lusting after Dwayne. I now want to be a woman since it looks cute on my son. I mean daughter. You got Wills, all these. Like, let's talk about Gabrielle Union right now.
Yeah, let's go. Cause
Now, the last time I sat on this blue couch, I had some very specific things to say about the Wade household.
yes, you did.
What has happened since I spoke?
In my opinion, it got worse. It's a little more out of control.
They said I was jealous. They said I said everything that I said because I was jealous of Gabrielle Union. She the black Kris Jenner. She done turned her husband into a He wants to be a woman. That's why they're getting divorced. She went on Twitter cussing out Diddy and then deleted it because Diddy want to throw Dwayne a divorce freak off. Why is it a problem? He been freaking off. Why you care? You was at the freak off with it. And I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous of that. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
This knew this was a
Jaguar also said Gabrielle knew Dwayne had a thing for men before they got married, but she went along with it anyway because of everything she knew she was gonna get when they got married. She said Dwayne even does a better job at sucking wood than Gabrielle does, and that he loves having unprotected encounters with other men.
Let's be real.
Let's be real.
This knew this was a And then she pretended he wasn't. And then she pretended that she had the perfect life while she's splitting bills with a you on the real mom who wants her children to have a fair chance at making their own decisions, while you and your I want to be a husband convince your child that they need to get the whole trans thing going on now so they can get a Disney contract. And we all know what Disney does to children. Imagine what they do to trans kids.
No, I don't want to imagine.
That's where you want to send your child?
Oof.
But you cut the real mama out. I'm jealous of this bitch. This is a power bottom. He's sucking just like you are. And they high on that Tootsie, and they having unprotected. This is sucking all night. Then he come home and he kiss you with that mouth.
Yeah.
E. coli kisses. I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of kissing a sucking. I'm jealous of that.
Jaguar pretty much confirmed everything we already knew and gave us a little more information. One person reacted to this by saying, "I never liked Gabrielle. I always said that she isn't acting. She's just being her old B-word self. Turning another mother's son into that is evil, and it was not her place to make any decisions for a child who isn't even hers. I hope one day the bio mother gets monetary revenge on Wade and his handler, Gabrielle." Another person said, "I hate that they pushed that on his son. Let the boy explore his manhood first to see if they're who he really wants to be." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Jaguar accusing Gabrielle of turning Dwayne DL? And do y'all think Dwayne and Gabrielle really Zaya into becoming trans? Y'all been knew what to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.